know, sometimes if it's not broke, you still got to break it. And right now we're at that point when it comes to our business. Things are changing right before our eyes. And you need to start looking a little bit more closely at NonQM, even if you are right now. My good friends over at Oak Tree Funding have NonQM experts waiting to have a conversation with you. But not just a NonQM expert, it will be your NonQM expert. Have a conversation, learn more about the products and how to deliver them to your clients and referral partners. Do it today because that's what the market's calling for. All you have to do is hit the QR code or click this banner right over there. So I don't know if you guys heard this, but Redfin just settled a lawsuit and admitted no guilt. Why? Well, because that's how it always goes with rich companies, right? They never admit guilt. And according to them, they didn't do anything wrong, but they're going to change how they do things. Now, under the agreement, Seattle-based Redfin will change its minimum housing price policy, alter other practices, and pay $4 million and settle this suit brought against it by the National Fair Housing Alliance and 9 other fair housing organizations in 2022. Okay, so what do? And this one is great. Redfin charges too little money on commissions, so as a result, they claim to lose money selling homes below a certain threshold or price point. Now, because many of the lowest priced homes around the country are oftentimes in minority communities, Redfin then redlines. So theoretically, if Redfin were to charge more money, then they could make money on those homes where they'd lose money right now, and then they wouldn't be guilty of redlining, they'd just be guilty of charging more money to people. So what's too cheap? And this is where it gets interesting because it's a moving number. For example, on May 20th, if you wanted to buy a $400,000 home in Kirkland, Washington, a Redfin agent would have helped you out. But today that number needs to be somewhere around $470,000. Redmond and Sammamish got similarly large increases in the minimum price, as did other locales. Now, that hardly seems like too cheap of a price to me. Heck, it's higher than what the national average is. So it seems to me that Redfin is being a little disingenuous about their rationale on neighborhoods that they will serve and neighborhoods that they won't. Now, here's a quote. Our commitment to broadening the price range of homes we can sell is why every year, by design, we lose money selling low-priced homes. As part of the settlement, we will increase our investment in serving buyers interested in low-priced homes in communities that have historically been underserved by the real estate industry. Redfin hasn't broken the law, and we continue to stand behind our business practices. And Redfin has agreed to make changes that will stand for at least 3 years after the initial implementation period. The company will also seek to increase racial diversity in its workforce, advertising, and services to reach non-white consumers and require agents and local partner realty firms to attend fair housing training. Now, gone is the minimum housing requirement. Presumably, Redfin is okay losing money, and they plan to keep this policy in place for 3 years because evidently what is discriminatory by today's standard is not going to be in 3 years. It's a bit odd, don't you think? Now, here's what you need to know from a consumer standpoint. You get what you pay for.
I'd buy that for $1.
If you want a discount agent, it's generally going to be accompanied with discount service. Now, why do I say that? Well, because an agent who is willing to discount their service thinks their value proposition is simply a number, how much money. Or in our case, how much money they're going to have to discount or cut from their fee to get you to use their services over somebody else. This is not the mindset nor the work ethic of a top real estate agent. Same thing, by the way, in the mortgage space too. Why would a loan officer go work for a big bank? Simple. Security. Why? Well, because they can't hack it on their own. And that's what you get, what you pay for.